All right, how's it going, everybody? Red here again, athlete over on TryHackMe. I'm just a user who subscribes to TryHackMe, and I am currently on the complete beginner path. I just got done with Deja Vu, which was a recommended um, room for me to go hang out in and go learn some stuff. It was a lot of fun. It was good. Thank you very much for B-Sphinx for hanging out, as well as Mr. Glitch's entire Glitch crew. Um, I am now going to do Kenobi. Very close to completing the path. So Kenobi and then Steel Mountain. Kenobi is a walkthrough on exploiting a Linux machine, enumerate Samba for shares, manipulate a vulnerable version of Pro, FTPD, and escalate your privileges with path variable manipulation. So let's get into it. Let's roll. Oh, hi. I like this. This room will cover accessing a Samba share, manipulating a vulnerable machine of Pro. Okay, we already talked about that. Escalate privileges to root via SUID binary. We just did one of those, so I'm excited to do well with that. Did not start the machine yet, so as a subscriber, I get my machine up and running in like a minute. I think it takes a little bit longer for people that are not subscribers. I also use the OpenVPN to get access instead of using the attack box most of the time. But that's a preference for me. I've already got it running. Got my Metasploit going. I have MSF 6. So let's back out of this. We don't need this anymore. All right. Make sure you're connected to our network. Got it. Scan a machine with Nmap. All right. So let me get my Nmap command started here. P-P. We're going to be going with probably 10 dot, I don't know, 10 dot something. I'm not going to start with the services, nor am I going to start with the scripts yet, because I just want to see what we got available. So I'm using something called Soundstripe as the music that you hear on the channel. I believe that you should be able to edit the volume of just the music, turn it off using the extension if you hover over. But if the music becomes distracting or whatever, let me know. All right, I'm up and running. All my services should be fully loaded by now. I'm going to go ahead and start running my Nmap scan. Cool. Since I'm waiting for my Nmap scan anyway, I no longer need this dog gallery. Let's see if it's got a web server going. And it does. Some type of epic battle from history's past, I suppose. Let's see, an image. Open image in new tab. Image.jpg, good. Fancy. And nothing else on this page, huh? Let's go to our developer tools. Let's see. Man, it's been a minute since I've used it. Control-Shift-I will open up the developer tools, so you can go into this little thing here and start messing around, getting it. Looks like my Wappalizer says that we're using Apache 2.4.18, and it's a Ubuntu operating system. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and I'm debugging here. I want to go to network. I want to reload the page. And cool, image, icon. That's all I got at this point in time. No JavaScript, nothing cool for me to do. All right. So because there's nothing for, it doesn't seem like there's anything for me to do right now. We're going to not worry about it at this point in time. Nothing else to do. Great. Image.jpg. That's the whole web page. Some style sheet stuff going on here. Still waiting on our nmap scan to complete here. But because we know there's a web page, let's go ahead and we'll use GoBuster. So GoBuster dir, actually commands, right? What commands can we use? Directory follow enumeration is what we're going to be working with. Dir, the site we're going to be working on, 218.123. Word list that we're going to use, so user share word list, dirbuster, directory 2.3 medium. And we're going to output this to, we're going to make a directory, make dir in TryHackMe, and we're going to call this Kenobi. And then we're going to output the file to TryHackMe Kenobi, and we'll call it GoMed. That's fine. All right. All right, so that's going to be a while while it runs. This is still going. 43%. We'll try some random stuff. Admin, no admin page. Upload, no upload page. Anything else that we want to try? Let's see. Well, let's not worry about that at this point in time. More of just hang out. We'll look at some of these questions here. Enumerating shares for Samba. So I expect we're going to see some Samba shares. Probably going to be port 139 and 445. Samba is the standard Windows interoperability suite of programs for Linux and Unix. It allows end users to access and use files, printers, and other commonly shared resources. Okay, on company's internet or internet, often referred to as a network file system. We can use nmap to enumerate them. They have some scripts in particular that we're going to try out. This is how we're going to try to get onto. So I had issues with SMB before. It does not like, or the machine I was going for did not like SMB1 for whatever reason. So then I had to figure out some shenanigans. I am curious to see how that's going to go. So let me actually spin that up now. SMB client, no option, and what's SMB1? And this is the option that I had to use before. It looks like this one's from Hack the Box. Option client min protocol NT1 is basically what I needed to do for it to be able to work. Just a quick PSA so you don't go through the same headaches I just did. It looks like Samba has turned off SMB1 support as of September, and this is from March of 2020. This means that if you're trying to hit a box that is running SMB version 1 and want to use SMB client, it'll fail to connect. You can also add this to the comp file under the global section. That'll allow Samba, or excuse me, SMB client to guess against SMB1 shares. So let's open up a new tab and we'll start trying to work on that. So let's locate SMB conf. Excuse me. Etsy Samba conf, share conf. So let's vim Etsy Samba SMB. We'll go to the global section right here. And we'll add what they just said. Client min protocol equals NT1. Yep. So hopefully we won't need to add that option in the future. We'll see if it works. Still running, still hanging out. All right, any other things we can set up in the meantime? Well, while we're here, we'll go ahead and clear. We will get our SMB client, and the IP is 10.10.218.123, and we'll try anonymous. Log.txt is what we're able to find here. What file can you see? Log.txt. So let's get log. Actually, I'm going to exit. I'm going to make sure that I am in my little Kenobi folder. Now go ahead and SMB client. Ignore that. I didn't add a password at all. I'm going to get log.txt. Cool, got it. And cat log.txt. Ooh, okay. What do we got in here? What kind of, let's less it. There's a lot of stuff going on here. Less log.txt. Makes sense, seeing as how it's a log. Ooh. Kenobi at Kenobi. The keys random image art. So we see that it's going to have proftpd. It's on port 21. Looks like the user's going to be called Kenobi. Dope. So let's start looking for FTP login. Command Linux. Okay, How to Geek has some stuff here. Guy. We will FTP 10.10.218.123 and we'll see what we get. Name, login failed. Oh, we'll try to use anonymous. Anonymous login, okay. Send complete email address as your password. Sure. Ew, gross. All right. Password dot at dumb.com. Login failed. Login incorrect. Interesting. Okay. At Kenobi. Oh, let's go back to our log. Do we see anything interesting here? Let's see. Authentication. We have a Kenobi share. All right, cool. All right, thanks for coming back. Appreciate it. Dogs are going crazy right now, so I had to mute myself. Yeah, I'll try that out. See if anonymous works. Login failed. Says anonymous login is okay. You send your complete email address as your password. So it's fine. It's not something I really cared about right this second, right? Hosts. We are on services 10.10.218.123. We have FTP, SSH, HTTP, RPC, bind, NetBIOS, NetFile, share. Cool. If you ls, what do you see? Do I still get anything? Oh, good question. Please log in with user and pass. Already in use. No biggie. So what I will do is, let's go back. Well, I was just trying to like guest. Sure, let's go for it. Guest. Negative. Looks like that's a bust. But anyway, we did get a number of shares, right? So ports 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. With the nmap command above, what do we get? All right. Let's go get those shares. So what this is launching here is using SMB enum shares and enum users. Yeah, I tried guest. Unfortunately, it did not work in this case. It did allow for anonymous login, and it says to use your complete password, or your complete email as your password. So I'm surprised I haven't gotten anything at all in this, but maybe I shouldn't be as surprised as I thought. All right, how many shares do we see? We see 1, 2. Well, I mean, I see 3 shares. I don't know if that's the answer. All right. Yeah, there's a print one here for printer drivers. Okay. Here's the home Kenobi share that I saw earlier in the log, as well as the guest account for SMB. All right. Enter Ben's password. Oh yeah, so this is done here. Let's go ahead and use our SMB client, yeah? SMB client command 10.10. Where are we? 218.12. Yeah, 123. What shares did we see? So this anonymous one. That's the one that looks interesting. Anything else? Nothing. All right. FTP port is running on 21. Yeah, definitely. Your earlier nmap port scan will have shown port 111. Got it. Running RPC bind. It's just a server that converts remote procedure call. Tells RPC address is listening. In our case, it is access to network file share like we saw. So let's use nmap to enumerate this. Cool. It's using more scripts for, looks like NFS ls and stat for the file system and showmod. So let's exit out of this one here. What mount can we see? Looks like we have var, which makes sense because that's where logs live, right? Got a log.txt here. This is interesting too, backups, right? Cool. So let's gain initial access with proftpd. What's the version? What version did we see? So services, we saw for proftpd 1.3.5. See what the hint said. NC machines IP. Okay, that's if we wanted to do a banner grab using that cat, right? So we can use searchploit to find searchploit pro ftpd 135. Oh, I spelled it all weird. That's fine. But it shows up here. Some PHP stuff. Got a Python command here, the Ruby script. So, command execution. Search pro ftpd meta oc 1.3.5. Backdoor command execution. All right. Should have found an exploit from proftpd's mod copy module. Yep. Found it right here. Searchploit is basically just commands line search for exploitpd.com. How many exploits are for the proftp running? What do we say? 2? Oh, let's use search. Search exploit 1.3.5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, I guess they have 4 here. Okay. Hint, searchploit, proftp, got it, version. Should have found an exploit, copy, got that. The mod copy module implements site. Oh, I got a question for you, bees. Music. Is it super loud right now for you? I'm using a Soundstripe music extension that I guess is supposed to be on my Twitch or whatever, but I don't really know what it looks like on the user end. So, are you able to like edit music? Is it too loud, or mute it, or anything? We know that the FTP service is running as the Kenobi user. Yep, got it. And an SSH key is generated for that user. Yep. And we're going to copy the private key using site cpfr and site cpdo commands. So I don't know what these are. So good here. Let's delete all this. So netcat 10.10.218.123.21. Great, connected. Site copy fr home Kenobi ssh.id rsa. Oh, this is not correct. I am not. I didn't use the exploit, so that's not going to work. So let's go ahead and use for show info, rhost. So let's set g rhost 10.10.218.123. Set the art port. Sure. Set site path. Home. Kenobi. I think that's right. Targeted vulnerable. Payload's been selected. Oh. Show payloads. Set payload. Generic. One or more option failed to validate CMD. Oh, the command that I'm trying to execute. Let's see. Let's read the info again. The module exploits the site cpfrcpto commands in proftpd version. Any unauthenticated client can leverage these commands to copy files. The copy commands are executed with the rights of proftpd. So we want to get what we're trying to get is the SSH key, right? So set site path. Yeah. And we should be able to copy things over. And where do we want to copy them to? We want to copy that to set tmp path tmp, or excuse me, var tmp id rsa. I think this will be right. Show options. So what I'm trying to copy and where I'm going to copy it to. This is the rhost. This is the web page we're going to go to. This is the FTP port. I guess this works. I don't know. Exploit. Oh, show payloads. I'm not really sure what payload I should be setting, if any, honestly. It won't work. Yeah, that's not what we're trying to do, right? So what can I do? I'm here. Site path needs to be where I can write files to. I thought that's where I'm copying from. But it does, you're totally right. It says absolute writable website path. I can't write to any of these. So doing it manually, I guess, is the option. Ready for destination name. So where do I do this? Var temp id rsa. Not understood. Oh, duh. Copy to CP2. Var TMP ID RSA. Copy successful. Dope. So now, my basic understanding of the module creates a PHP file and copies it and uses that to do RCE. Yeah, but I mean, you're totally right. That's what it looks like. What we're trying to do is get the ID RSA, which it looks like we're able to do. So, because it was mounted, right? Oh. SMB client anonymous. Cool. SMB. FTP. We want to go back to doing FTP. I'm really gonna have to adjust that Nightbot thing. I don't want to bug people. Let's see. Search FTP. Type aux. All right. So use 0. Show options. Set art port 21. Run. Great. So it looks like that's cool. It understands it. So now I want to. Usually there's, or not usually, there is an auxiliary to be able to log in to FTP, right? Yeah, no problem, dude. I'm gonna be here just a little bit longer. I think I'm pretty much done. Once I get this FTP login. Let's see. Login anonymous FTP. Don't want all that. Maybe I messed up when I tried to log in. Anonymous and password. Login failed. Alice can't do anything. abc@123.com. Oh. Let's take a look at the comp file, or the log. I want to write anonymous. A basic anonymous configuration, no upload directives. You do not want any anonymous people to delete the whole thing. Great. We want welcome, message, limit right. Login with anonymous and FTP. So why am I having issues logging in? Login with password as the. It's gonna bug me if that's what I needed to do. Anonymous password. how to anonymous login FTP. One of these, I'm gonna get it. I don't need to install it, I just need to do it. Username anonymous. Password, your name. So anonymous your name at yourname.com. What am I doing? What am I doing wrong here? Search FTP login. I mean, the scanner works. Like, we scanned it. Show info. Guest. Why? I'm doing something wrong here. Anonymous FTP login. Nope, don't care about that. FTP access with anonymous account. Show me, show me. I should just be able to log in. All right. Search. Mount. U16. Show options. Set our port. Oh man, I think it's working. There we go. All right. So now we're going to copy the amount Kenobi in temp. We have ID RSA. We're going to copy it to TryHackMe and Kenobi. Now we're going to chmod that to be able to log in as Kenobi. SSH using this file. Kenobi at 10.10.218.123. Yes. All right, we got the user. Oh my gosh. That took forever. So what I wasn't realizing is that instead of trying to get through it on FTP, I should have just been using the Samba share, mounting the drive, so that way I can access the file that we copied over. That's what happens when you get stuck on a thing. All right, so sudo bits can be dangerous. All right, so what do we got here? ls-la. Some binaries such as password need to be run. Cool, got that. All right, go find us some suid bit thingies. What do we got? Which file looks out of the ordinary? All right, we'll get that in a second. Run the binary. How many options appear? All right. How about ping 6? Anything else? I don't know what this is. Oh, menu. That's interesting. User bin menu. Okay, so if we run user bin menu, what happens? I got 3 choices. Strings is a command that we can do on a binary. So strings, user bin menu. All right, what do we got? See any interesting stuff in here? Enter your choice. You curl it. We probably, I'm gonna guess that we're gonna curl a tech I localhost. New name. Okay. What do we have here? All right. This shows us the binary is running without a full path, i.e. not using user bin curl or user bin uname. As this file runs as the root user, we can manipulate the path to gain root shell. So we can make, oops. We can give ourselves a shell here. We'll do, let's go to temp, echo bin sh, put that into curl. Kind of like before, we're adding temp to path. And now let's go ahead and try to run that. Okay. ID, we are root. So we copied bin sh curled it. Well, we called it curl. We gave it all the permissions we needed to be able to run stuff. We're root now. We can go to cd root.txt. All right. And we can cat root. Okay. 15 minutes. Well, thank you very much for hanging out with me, B. As you can see, we were able to get to the root.txt. And it shows how important it is to look out for opportunities to capitalize when path isn't set on some of this stuff that's getting run by Suid. So as you can see, copy root.txt to temp, and we're going to name it thanks for all the fish. We're going to exit as root. Take a look here. Sudo tech out. I'm curious what we had available to us. Oh, he doesn't. I don't know his password. But thanks for all the fishes here. And we have the ability to read it. So thank you very much, everybody. Just about an hour to do all this. Most of it banging my head up against this. Instead of mounting the share, I was trying to go to get into the anonymous FTP. I'm not sure what I was messing up there, but I think that's about it. Let's go ahead and call it a day. Thank you very much. I appreciate the company during these chill study sessions, and let's roll. Let's get after it. Either tonight or tomorrow, I'll be going after Steel Mountain. So take care, everybody. Hydrate, make good choices.